Hi everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Anna, and the wonderful person that is filming this is my mother, Valerie.
Hi!
Today we're going to give you a tour of our living space during the 6-7 weeks that we are on this trip. So let's get started.
Hey Anna,
Right.
does our living space have a name?
We call this space the Badass Bus because it houses people who are very badass.
And for short?
Bab.
Okay.
The door opens very slowly. The door's been opening very slowly lately. It speeds up and then slows down. Huh.
Go.
So, this is the Badass Bus, but it's a van, really. We just call it the Badass Bus because I like alliteration. This is my teddy bear who just kind of likes to hang out sometimes. And there is, I don't know if you can see very well, but there's a big screen.
Don't try and pull it down. Don't try and pull it down.
There's a big screen TV right here. And since we have 4 people, there are 2 seats in the back.
And where are the other 2 seats?
There are also 2 seats in the front. One for the driver right here, which is often Annette while the adults and sometimes me are biking.
And where
And
do
then
we
there's
sleep?
one for shotgun.
Where do we sleep?
There are 2 beds up here, a twin and a queen size bed.
I think it's really 2 twin beds that kind of form together to be a queen.
Good point. But there's that. Right now, so the queen bed is me and my mom's bed. But right now it's super full because it's the only really big space that we have to store the big stuff like the window covers for the night. And this is, well, first we're going to introduce you to the person that is sleeping in this bed.
No, we don't need to introduce them right now. We're just showing the bus.
Fine. But this is where Joel is sleeping.
Does he sleep folded up like that?
No, we have to use this ratchet here with the little orange pulley to do this
Let's not do it right now, please.
and bring down the bed.
Okay,
with it.
what is underneath the bed? Why is it lifted up like that?
So during the day, we store all of our food supplies back here. So it is a pretty small space, but once you climb in here, it always seems bigger.
So what is that you're leaning on?
So sometimes we'll sit on this if there isn't enough room. But this is our fridge with all of the tasty stuff to eat. And our freezer with all of our desserts and smoothies.
With all of our tasty stuff to eat. All the desserts, the really tasty stuff.
True. We still need to,
And leave
eat this.
Leave it. Oh, we do ice cream. Okay.
And then there's my guitar for like lessons back here, and like some other stuff that we don't have space to store in those bins back there. So that's the back is our storage area.
And what is in that storage?
Like clothes and some food and that
So,
stuff. Food
Anna,
that doesn't need to be refrigerated.
You showed us 3 beds. Where does Miss Annette sleep?
These are, one second. These are the shelves where we store most of our cannot be refrigerated food, stuff that
Are non-perishables.
Non-perishables. And then there's also a bin for the non-perishables when we don't have enough space back here.
Okay.
Now I shall show you where Annette sleeps.
Oh, and here's where Alex and Walter sleep. Right
Alex and Walter sleep here. This red thing might seem like a carpet since we're stepping all over it, but really it's Walter's bed, and since it's right at the entrance, we always have to walk on it. And this is Alex's bed, but it's often getting covered by a bunch of stuff.
there. Okay.
Annette cuddles up with her teddy bear, not literally, that's a figure of speech, on the two front seats. She lifts up both of the armrests, and she has two little parts. She has an air mattress and a little air mattress that'll go in between the seats so that the air mattress doesn't
Collapse.
sink in the middle when she's sleeping and collapse.
And she has to be careful about raising the emergency brake too far so it doesn't poke her in the booty.
Yeah, so we like to always raise the emergency brake just in case. But she has to be careful about how much she lifts it when we're going into the campsite. When it's just during the day, we don't have to worry about it. But at night, when we've gone into the campsite and the van stopped for the rest of the day, she has to be careful about where she pulls up the emergency brake right here.
Mm-hmm.
So that it doesn't make her hurt in the morning. And then this is just our trash bag that's empty. And then I have a backpack full of activities there.
All right. Well, Anna, that was a
Wait,
beautiful. Oh,
And then we have some storage for like water bottles because we have so many water bottles.
yeah. We don't want to run out of water.
And
What's that?
for shoes and extra stuff like that because we have a lot of shoes too and extra pairs, and we just keep some of our extra stuff on like hooks and stuff down here, like on the floor. This is my purse where I keep all of my stuff. This is Mommy's purse where she keeps all of her stuff. This is generally like Joel's
Sunglasses.
sunglasses and that
leashes.
stuff. These are the leashes for our dogs, and then this doesn't really have anything on it, and these are just like bags full of stuff that we need. So now let's do one more thing. We're gonna close the door, say bye, van.
All right. And then what to now?
And we need to, so this is where our bikes are kept, and just for extra precautions with the bike rack, since we're riding over a bunch of bumpy roads and hilly roads, we like to tie them down with this strong piece of rope and lock them together just in case anyone tries to steal them. But don't get that thought into your mind. But I want to get a better look at the front because we were in the back the whole time. We were in the back the whole time, so I want you to get a better look at the front seat.
Lots of space. All right, Anna.
And there are like little water bottle holders and
So Anna.
that stuff.
Anna.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. And who is that?
This is Kiwi, and I have two extra stuffed animals. I have a fennec fox named Franny and a sock monkey that I call Socks. Socks and Kiwi are best friends, and Kiwi gets really sad when he can't see Socks. So I like to bring him down as much as I can. But this is.
Oh, where'd you find that?
We found this at the seaside beach, and his name is Finn.
Okay, well, Anna, let's tell all of our viewers bye.
Bye!
And look out for us on the road.